Ladies and gentlemen, today we saw it. If you had not seen USC play this season, you saw it today. You really did. And it hits you right in the face today because I'm sure today's USC Iowa game was probably, if not the highest rated game, one of the highest rated games of the season. It might not be because Caitlin Clark wasn't actually playing. The USC Iowa, the USC UConn game might still be the most watched game this year because it came right after an NFL football game, which set him up for a huge number, which was 2.2 million, if I believe is correct. This one is probably going to do at least 1.5, I would have to think. And maybe more. I mean, Caitlin Clark was there. It was her retirement jersey celebration. So it might actually be more. You never know. But we will see. We'll find out probably the next day or two. But I think if you have been paying attention and watching USC at all this year, or maybe you haven't, today you saw what I've been watching and what so many of us have been watching this season as we've watched stat padding at its finest when it comes to JuJu Watkins playing basketball. And I hate that I got to go there, but I got to because it's in your face. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Shoma, a.k.a. Rudy the Hammer. We talk facts over feelings here. Thank you so much to the subscribers who are back again. I appreciate y'all, my loyal ranters. And for those of you who are new, welcome aboard. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to this channel. I appreciate y'all. Iowa beats USC today, 76-69. JuJu Watkins finishes today's game with 27 points, shooting 8 of 22 from the field. She got herself one extra special whistle today. She went to the line 11 times. She hit 1 3. She was 1 of 7. That 1 3 came with 26 seconds left in the first quarter when Iowa was up 18-1. But with the score 76-69, USC decided that they weren't going to foul. They decided that they were not going to foul. And Iowa passed the ball around over the final 35 seconds. And they miss a shot. And there's 4 seconds left. And they push the ball up the floor, down 9, after not fouling, no less. Because I thought they should have fouled. I mean, that's just my opinion. Like, you don't stop playing. 37 seconds left. Iowa had missed free throws today. I mean, they hit their last 11, but at one point they were 10 of 17, and they hit their last 11. But I'm fouling at 37 seconds immediately. And they didn't. So they basically decided, Lindsey Gottlieb said, this game's over. White towel, white flag, it's done. So instead of the rebound being caught by USC and just dribble it out, game's over, they kick the ball at the floor, and JuJu Watkins hits a layup with 2 seconds left to finish with 27 points. This is something that I have a problem with, and this is something that has been seen all season when it comes to games with USC. They are overusing her. They are playing her way too many minutes in games that are blowouts. And she is on the floor in the fourth quarter of virtually every game, even if they're up 50. She played the fourth quarter of Rutgers up 50. They were up 55 in that game, in fact. She played against Purdue up, and they won by 42. She has played in blowout after blowout after blowout late into the fourth quarter. And it is showing in her play. They are padding her numbers. They're desperately trying to get her in line to have a chance if she stays for 4 years to break Caitlin Clark's scoring record. And it's not working. She's averaging 24.6 points per game on 44.7% shooting. She is currently shooting 34.2 from 3. Today, she's 8 for 22. Again, game after game after game. And this was her latest game in a win over Minnesota, up 82-66 with under 30 seconds left and the shot clock off. And they cannot help but on the broadcast find a way to defend this. Take a look. As you can see, there's 24 seconds left in this game. She's dribbling the ball. They're up 16. The shot clock is off. And what is JuJu Watkins doing? She dribbles. Misses. And the Peacock announcers say, I don't think she knew the shot clock was off. Can you make up a little bit more of an excuse for this bullshit? Can we stop? Can we please stop the crap, the cap, all that shit? She runs back, plays defense, blocks the shot. Woo. So she not only stat padded one way, she stat padded another. And that's all there is to it. It's embarrassing, people. And it's time that people start calling this type of shit out. I'm very disappointed in Lindsey Gottlieb. I'm very disappointed in JuJu Watkins. There is a certain etiquette to sports. And I know there are people out there that will sit here and say, I'm going to keep trying to score no matter what. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Trust me. You have a 45-7 football game, and it's the fourth quarter, middle of the fourth quarter. You want to keep throwing the ball. I'm all for it. Presuming that the guys that are throwing the ball and catching the ball are not your starting quarterback and your starting wide receivers and your starting offensive line and your starting running back, tight end, all that. I'm going to presume that if you're doing that up 45-7 in the fourth quarter of a game, late in the fourth quarter, that you've got your backup quarterback, your backup running backs, your backup receivers, everyone who doesn't play a whole lot. Because then I understand it. It's player development, it's program development. I'm talking about college primarily, because the NFL, you don't have enough players to bench everybody. It's just not possible. And when you do, you have the Kansas City Chiefs get blown out of the building by the Denver Broncos in the last game of the season, and yet the Chiefs are now in the Super Bowl once again, because that's how much Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and Isaiah Pacheco are worth to that team. There's a precipitous drop-off between starters and backups in the NFL. But when you look at college, you can understand you're trying to develop a program, give people opportunity. You don't want to just put in your backup and say, hand the ball off 3 times. You don't want to do that. Like, you want to give the guy a chance to compete. And I'm all for it. They practice just like everybody else does. That is not what happened here. And that is not what happens in these games involving JuJu Watkins. What's happening in these games is that JuJu Watkins is on the floor. You're up 16. The game is over. You dribble the ball out. The game is done. They're not going to foul. The game is over. No, she jacks a 25-footer. She misses. They rebound. They go back. She runs back. She blocks the shot. You want to give her credit for getting back on defense? You go ahead and do that. She went back and she was more pissed off than anything that she missed the shot. That's what it was. But that's not what's happening with USC in these games when they're up 37 in the fourth and JuJu Watkins is still on the floor. There are backups that can play. She has played bluntly over the last. I'm going to tell you what she played. Today she played 40 minutes. She never left the game against Iowa, which is fine because they were losing, and then they came back, but then they lost. She played 38 minutes in that game against Minnesota that they were up 16 points in with 30 seconds left. She played 36 minutes in a game that they beat Purdue 79-37. Okay, she played 36 versus IU. They won by 7. Fine, no problem. Penn State, she played 32 and they won by 22. That was her best game actually in the Big Ten so far, by far. In fact, if you want to be honest, it's been her only good game. Maryland, she played 38 minutes. They won by 5. That was a real game. Yeah, she's going to play the whole game. I have no problem with that. Rutgers, they won by 50. They were up 55 in that game, and she was on the floor in the fourth quarter, halfway through the fourth quarter. They won by 50. Nebraska, 36 minutes. They won by 20. Michigan, they won by 20. She played 37 minutes. Like Elon, they won by 58. She played 32 minutes. Fresno State, they won by 49. She played 31 minutes. She played the fourth quarter in all these games, by the way. I've checked this already. Oregon, they won by 13. That was her lowest. That's amazing. That's the lowest amount of minutes she played all year. That makes no sense. CBU, what the hell is CBU? I don't even know who CBU is. California Baptist, sorry. California Baptist. They won by 42. She played 32 minutes. St. Louis, they won by 39. She played 31 minutes. Seton Hall, 33. She played 33 minutes. Santa Clara, they won by 31. She played 33 minutes. What the hell is this team? Cal State Northridge, they won by 85. This is the only game that she did not play in the fourth quarter. She played 28 minutes, though, the first 30 through 3. They won by 85, people. This is a game that she shouldn't have seen the floor in the second half. Who is this team? Cal Poly Mustangs. They won by 55. She played 29 minutes. And then the Ole Miss was the opener. She played all 40. They won by 2. They're padding her numbers so much in your face. And I'm going to put it to you like this, and it's affecting her play. And that's where it's a problem. It's affecting her play. How do I know this? Well, I'm going to give you the numbers because I'm a numerical data guy, and I'm data driven, and I bring facts over feelings because these are facts. My feelings are that they're padding her numbers. The facts are that they're wearing her out. The facts are that she is trying too hard. The facts are that this shit is consuming her. The facts are that she is got everybody in her ears about how she's got to break this damn record. But bluntly, she's not. First of all, this team is very talented at USC. Kiki Iriafen is on this team this year. She wasn't on it last year. She gets shots. She's an All-American level player. But over the last 10 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, 10 games. Let's see. Now, is that 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. Whatever it is. I can't count, folks. I'm sorry. 9 games. I think 9-1 in the conference. They're 9-1 in the conference. Oregon is a conference game that they played earlier this year. Over their last 9 games, all conference opponents, they are 8-1. They lost today to Iowa. She's taken 22 shots, 24 shots, 23 shots, 15, 16, 19, 15. 15, 16, no big deal. 19, no big deal. When she's breaking those 22s and 24s and she's 7 of 24, 8 of 22, 8 of 23. In these 8 games, there's one game that she played well. And I'm going to tell you that. She only played well once in these 9 games. The Penn State game, she was 13 of 15, 35 points, 11 rebounds. She was 7 of 9 from the free throw line. And what else? Let me check on this. Box score. She was 2 of 3 from 3. But she was 13 of 15 from the floor. A tremendously efficient game. They won that game 95-73. They were up 20-24 going into the fourth. They were up 24 going into the fourth. And she played 32 in that game. And I'm going to give facts. Like I said, I'll give you facts. She was in the game 9 minutes, 8, 7, 5, 4, She probably came out of this game with about 4.5 to go. 4.5 is probably when she came out the game. She played the first 5.5 of the fourth of the game. They're up 24 points going into the fourth quarter. At home, no less. Outside of that one game, in the other 8, she is 57 of 153, and she's shooting 37.2% from the field. These are facts. 37.2% from the field, people. In that same stretch, she's 15 of 53 from three-point range. 28.7%. I'm sorry, 28.3%. 28.3%. So she's 28.3% from 3. If you add the Penn State game, she's 70 of 168 at 41.2%. You remove that one game, her shooting percentage goes to 26% from 3 and 37.2% from the field. She is awful. They're talented. SC is talented. They are athletic. They are big. They are physical. They are good. She has been utterly awful over this 9-game stretch. And I would blame it on the fact that they are running her into the ground. They are wearing her out. But she is padding numbers every game. To take that shot up 16 with the shot clock off is ridiculous. To take a layup with 2 seconds left in a 9-point game that your team just chose to not foul today is ridiculous. This is a worse example of stat padding than the shit that Angel Reese was doing this past season in the double-double streak. I am telling you it's worse. I'm telling you it's worse. Because I don't think Angel Reese necessarily misses on purpose. I just think she's not very good. They are up 30 in so many of these games, and she's still on the court, and she's taking shot after shot after shot after shot in the fourth. I'd be interested, and I haven't done this check. I'd be interested to see how many points that she scores in games in which they're up 30 or more in the fourth, and see how many points she has scored in those games. I'm curious, and maybe someone else will do it. Maybe I'll do it at some point. Maybe at the end of the year, I'll do it. I'm not gonna do it now, but maybe at the end of the year, I'll do it. But I'm telling you right now, this is the most egregious form of stat padding I've seen, and it's worse than the Angel Reese shit. It is. To go drive for a layup with 2 seconds left in a game you're down 9 in which your coach just called off the fouling. What does that say about you? To take a 25-footer with the shot clock off and the game you're up 16, what does that say about you? I don't know, man. Maybe some people have a different opinion than I do on this, but it is getting really out of control. And the fact of the matter is, right now, her legs gotta be rubber. Her legs are rubberized because she is shooting like absolute dog shit. She started off the last game against Minnesota 0 for 10. 0 for 10. 0 for 10. She was 1 for 8 from 3. And she gets a very, very generous whistle. But let me know what your thoughts are. Did you know this? Because I bring information, and I'd love to have your opinion on it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for riding with me. Like, follow, subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Leave a comment. This is Rudy's Rant. We talk facts over feelings. Come on now.